I'm just saying hello. Very interesting information I found. I'm going to do something tonight up in my roof, so get ready for that. I found out something very interesting about the machete bins in Victoria. I don't really talk about political stuff. I don't want to do it on this channel, but this is very interesting because the bins actually cost $13 million to have 40, I think 30 bins at a cost of 340,000, something like that. But a very interesting fact I just heard on the radio, a guy that delivers the bins, they were made in the prison in Mount Gambier. So where are they getting the cost of the bins when they're made in prison in Mount Gambier? The guy actually delivered those. So very interesting update in regards to these machete bins that, you know, all bad people were supposed to put in the bins. So yes, very interesting. The plot thickens. But like I said, I don't want to really get too much into political stuff, but I've been following this with the machete bans in Victoria. We've got a big issue. If you don't live here in Australia, don't live in Victoria, we have these machete bins, the bans on machetes in Victoria. They want bad people to put them in, and anyone who not supposed to have them to put them in the bins. Bad people won't be putting machetes in the bin. But very interesting details in regards to where are these bins coming from. How are they justifying Victoria government $350,000 in regards to these bins where they're getting made in a prison in Mount Gambier? I don't know. I really don't know. But I'll update you guys with what's going on tonight. I'm going up in the roof and I'm going to be doing a few things there. I'm going to go live. So I'll see you guys later. Take care, all the best. Hi there. I'm about to disconnect, but thank you for watching. You can probably watch this again shortly. Check out my channel, the Inquisitive Cat Channel, paranormal stuff and much, much more. I communicate to spirits, real spirits. And Stephen, hey there, mate. If you're there, big shout out to Mr. Stevo. Hi, how you going? Yeah, check out, if you haven't been here before, check out, I do a lot of paranormal stuff. I speak to channel spirits. I channel people, missing people, dead people. They actually come through, MH370. I speak to a whole lot of people from the missing jet. They come through. I like doing that. Hi, everyone. I've got 12 people. Well, seeing I've got people here, how about I have a chat? Is there a question or something you like to ask me? You're more than welcome to ask me a question. I do mostly paranormal stuff. G'day, Mr. Steve Harris. How are you? I said to my friend Steve, I was going to go up in the roof. I got some weird things happening up in the roof. I had banging, 3 lots of banging. This was a little while back. And I've had weird stuff around the house. I've had it for a long time. But I do have rats up there. I do have rats there. I heard scratching the other day. So I'm going to go up there. I'm going to do a couple of things. See if we can find rats up there. And we're going to see whether there is something else actually up in the roof. I've got some paranormal stuff too. So I'm going to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I'm going to bring my gear up there. I've had a lot of weird stuff happen, but we are going to try tonight, and I'm going to go live. How old are you? Can you guess? I'll let you guess that, how old I am. Hello, I subscribe and like you're live. Oh, thanks, I appreciate that. We're gonna go to a cemetery in Oakley in a few days' time. I'm going to go live in the cemetery in Oakley. So you're going to hear through my paranormal stuff, the connection with spirits. I've done that before, and they usually say, get out. You're going to hear that. They'll probably say it again. So I'm going to go live at the Oakley Cemetery in a few days. So watch out for that. Stick around. If you haven't been here before, please subscribe. I do a lot of paranormal stuff. I don't just do paranormal. Freddie K, if you haven't seen Freddie K, he's a funny guy. Freddie K does some funny stuff on this channel. Check that out. Check my channel. We get some really funny stuff there with Freddie K. Freddie K might come back. If you don't know who he is, check it out on my channel. But yeah, any other questions? You're more than welcome to ask. If I can answer, I will. Paranormal stuff, you can ask me if you like. How do I do it? How does it work? Or how do I know? But the last video that I did, I was gonna end this pretty quickly, but I've got a few people here, and I thought I'd just have a little bit of a chat, seeing I'm going live. I don't normally do this, but what the hell? It's a Monday morning, and why not go live on my channel? You can ask me anything if you like, any questions or anything like that. What's coming up? What am I doing? I can tell you at the moment I'm working on Ned Kelly video of all the captures I've done. I've been in a lot of locations. I have a connection with Ned Kelly. Actually, 2 of my family members are Kelly, believe it or not. Maybe that's why I'm connected. I don't know. They were actually killed during the World War One, the Kellys. So I actually have to do to find out how far does the Kellys go back. So I actually could be connected long distance to Ned Kelly, believe it or not. Wouldn't that be a twist there, that I'm connected to Ned Kelly? But we'll find out. Down the track, I am going to see with the family tree, to see where the Kellys are connected, whether I'm actually connected to Ned Kelly group or not. That'll be interesting. What can I say? I'm thinking about, I've got a lot of dark objects from military. I've got some Egyptian stuff. I'm looking at doing, I don't know if you guys know the group of the, I'm just trying to think of the name, the Russian group in the 50s, Dazlov Pass or something like that. Does anyone know that one? I'm looking at probably doing a paranormal connection, spirit connection with a Davlov Pass. I'm going to see if I do a lot of connecting. I know they're Russian. I'm going to see, this is a plan with a Davlov Pass, to see whether they can contact me and say what happened to them. They all died, and they all found, one lost a tongue, and some weird stuff happened. They found radiation and stuff like that. So I'm looking at maybe doing the Davlov Pass to see if I can connect to the victims of there. I'm going to use a translator, but I'm actually going to see whether they can answer in English. I've actually done that to a Japanese haunted helmet, and it actually spoke in Japanese. Check that out on my channel. You actually hear the voice, Japanese voice, reply from the haunted helmet. That actually was owned by an author, a famous author I purchased many years ago. And yeah, it is haunted. I can tell you it's haunted, that helmet. I've got a lot of stuff from war. I've got a Spitfire, part of a Spitfire. I've got some dog tags from D-Day. They were actually on the cross. They were picked up many times. I've got some really interesting stuff, some Viking shackles, to see whether I can get energy from there as an experiment. I did that with a Japanese cap, and that actually, the EMF meter actually lit up. And that was amazing. It's like, what I find too, the artifacts come and go, energy comes and go. I've done experimentation for quite a while now, and what I find, artifacts of war, or someone who's made a connection with that actual object. I know it's hard to believe, but I've experimented with a lot of items that I've had, but I can tell you 100% the Japanese haunted helmet that I had, he was actually killed in it, this guy. A lot of voices came through when I was doing this session. That was a very interesting experiment to see whether I could get a connection with an object. And I can tell you 100%, 100%. It does. I might do another one with that helmet again, the haunted helmet. But definitely stuff do contain energy. It comes and goes. It's not always there, but I can tell you it's real. It's not a joke. But I've got lots and lots of stuff here that I might do. Maybe once every couple of weeks, I might do a session with one of my objects, bring it out, and we'll do an experiment with it. But by all means, ask a question if there's any questions you like to ask. By all means, just over here, Hugo's sleeping at the moment. I've got, yeah, a lot of Viking stuff, belts and that. Probably, to be honest, one of the best private collection of Viking stuff. I'll just show you just a little bit here of some of my stuff. I am selling some of it. This is actually like a Viking clothing from the Viking era. There's a lot of stuff here that I've got. I've got belts, actual Viking belts as well, actual necklaces and stuff like that. So I might bring that out one time and show you. But yeah, very interesting. But I will go up in the roof tonight, so we'll see what we get. We'll probably get some rats, and I might get my cat up there and chase them there. But I've had a lot of weird things happen around my house, especially in the kitchen. A lot of weird stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna try anyway up top there tonight. We're going to go through the manhole and see whether there is something else out there as an experiment. And I will be at the Oakley Cemetery coming up in a few days, and I might get my friend. Hi, hello, how are you? That's I'm just looking there. Bong Water 187. How are you going? Where are you from? Yeah, so we're going to go to Oakley Cemetery. That's going to be good. I'm going to bring my gear. I might bring my PSB 11 and my PSB 7 there. So we'll do a bit of an experiment, go live. I think I'll leave it here for now, but I'll do another live session later down the track. But anyway, I am good. I am good. Just chilling on a Monday morning. I'm doing some editing. Got some more videos coming up. Ned Kelly, Richard Ramirez, the serial killer. I made contact with him. I've got some of his items he's made contact with. We got some really interesting stuff here on the channel, but check it out. I'm going to end it here. Thanks for watching. Reese from the Inquisitive Cat channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. Check out my channel, paranormal stuff, much, much more. Really interesting stuff. I'll bring some artifacts out. I'll show you some of them. We might do a paranormal session to see whether there's interactions. We can make contact. Yeah, I've got a bruise on my nose, one of those sleep apnea things. Bruised my nose this morning. I didn't get punched or anything. But I'll leave it here. I'll see you guys later. I'll see you soon. Ciao. Reese from the Inquisitive Cat channel. Over and out. Bye-bye.